Okay, next one, let's go to the beam element. Okay, you can go to the beam element on the left hand side at the element navigator. So you click on the beam. Okay, so the list of the beam already generated from the DAS. So what you can do for this beam is to identify where is the location for the beam first. Then we will adjust accordingly based on the quantity tab. Okay, for example, let's say if you go to the GH number 1 and right click to the GH number 1, click select entity. Okay, so the software will highlight where is the location for GH number 1 in the blue color from this layout plan. Okay, for this beam, you can go to the quantity and we are going to use the rebar layout function. It is different with a column and another element where the beam have the specified tab that we are going to use in rebar layout function. So what you can do next is to click at the rebar layout and you can see there are model thumbnail on the right hand side here. This is model thumbnail, and then if you zoom in you can see the information for the span that the software will identify in between the column and so on. Okay, so in this rebar layout, there is one button for you to add the drawing accordingly, not outside. So you can click at the drawing manager. You can see here there is one button put here. There is one button here mentioned add. Okay, so you can choose one of the beam detail. This is the ground beam details. Then you can click open. Okay. You click open, then you can see the drawing already there. Let's say you would like to relocate the drawing, you can choose to relocate. Let's say next to this one. Okay, you would like to put it here, so you can adjust. Okay, but normally we will like to see the beam detail and the layout here accordingly next to each other. Okay, so you can relocate if you need to. But this one already located side by side, so you just put it here. Okay, so adjust accordingly next to each other. Okay, now in order to identify the bar reinforcement for the GH number 1, you can see here if you make this thumbnail to be bigger, the software already highlighted in yellow color, where now we are going to measure the GH number 1. So this one you can minimize. This is very important because the software will identify the actual beam before we measure the bar reinforcement in detail from the ground floor beam details. Okay, so if engineer give this information, you can use the method where the ground floor details will be added in the drawing, and after that only we will use the function here, identify main bar and identify link, to measure the bar. Okay, so what you can do next is you can click on the identify main bar, then you can read the information at the bottom. Let's say you cannot see, you can minimize for a while and then maximize again. So you can see the information given here at the bottom. Okay, let's say we start with the identify main bar. Make sure you click on the identify main bar and read the instruction here. Select main bar info. Okay, for this GH number 1, on the left hand side on the top, you can see everyone. Okay, select the main bar info. So here, the top bar, we have two T12 and also we have two T12 at the bottom. So same but different location. So follow instruction T212, left click, and then you can see here the information, right click to confirm. So you right click to confirm. Okay, after that, read the instruction, select the cat line and right click to confirm. So where is the cat line for GH number 1? The red line. Okay, the red color line here, this is the cat line. So what you can do, zoom in, select the cat line and right click to confirm. So you can see the system or the software already highlight and change the line from red to blue color. So next is, you can see here, specify the anchorage and right click to confirm. Okay, so remember, for the specify anchorage, you have to check and understand how the engineer specify the bend, okay, or at the anchorage area, and how the measurement should be carried out. Let's say you would like to measure exactly as per drawing, then you can skip this process and you can skip by right click. But let's say you would like to identify the encourage, you have to specify where is the encourage. Let's say from this point to this point, and then the band part will be specified as the encourage at the project setting. Okay, so for our case, we can choose to right click because we are going to follow exactly what had been measured by the engineer in the drawing. So what you have to do next is to right click. So when you right click, you can see it will pop up the information to confirm what is the name of the rebar marking and the rebar information, rebar info here, T12, you have two numbers of T12, and then the category here is top continuous bar. So if you already check here and it is confirmed, you can click confirm. Okay, so the software will identify and change the information here from T12 only, but you can see the information here already updated T12 and number 1. Okay, what you have to do next, you have to follow the same process for the identify main bar, but for the bottom bar. So follow the instruction as what we have done before. Number 1, select the main bar info. So this is the bottom. Then right click to confirm. After that, you can select the red line, right click to confirm. And then after that, right click again because you would like to skip the encourage step. Then you can see here the category change to bottom continuous bar, and then you can click confirm. Okay, so you can see here the numbers and the information had been generated to show that these two elements have been measured. So what you have to do next is to identify the link. Okay, same process. We click on the identify link and read the instruction at the bottom. Okay, so here we have 3 parts where you have to carry out the measurement for the identify link. So this is number 1, this is part 2, and this is part 3. Okay, select the link info and right click to confirm. Okay, where is the link info? The link info is R6200. So you click R6200 and right click to confirm. Okay, so after that, select the section info. Section here are referring to section of the beam. So select the section info and you can see here after that right click to confirm. So right click to confirm. Specify the start point of the layout area for the link. So read instruction again. You have to find, maybe you can zoom in here, specify the starting point where the beam has the link from the start point to the end point here. Okay, and then it will pop up the information here. For the beam, it is very important for you to check the concrete cover information, because once you already confirm this information, the concrete cover cannot be changed anymore. And then the bottom line bar here, let's say you update to T12 because that is information, but let's say you didn't change, it will not affect the calculation rule. Okay, so the cover we have checked, and let's say there's no other information, you can just click OK, and you can see the information have been updated with the white color. So 16 R6200. Okay, so you have to do the same thing for the second part, identify link. So read the information, select the link info, here right click to confirm, select the section info, right click to confirm, and then select the starting point from this to this point, and then it will pop up here. Check the complete cover, definitely it will be the same thing. So click OK, and then the information will pop up. Okay, so let's say we finish all the calculation for the GH number 1. You can go to the identify link again, select the link info, right click to confirm, and then after that select the section info, right click to confirm, and then zoom in from this point to this point and right click to confirm. Okay, so okay, you can see all the information are already there.